The Supreme Court of UK has actually ruled that the British government cannot send refugees to Rwanda. According to the 5-man justices, that such an act is against the Constitution and also it is illegal, and that Rwanda is not a destination for asylum seekers, and that the UK is a signatory to United Nations Convention protecting refugees, and thus any act of relocating refugees to any country is illegal. And this is a welcoming news because earlier the British government has announced that they will resettle refugees in Rwanda and that they will give Rwandan government money to resettle this refugee, and they can stay in Rwanda and file for their asylum. Once it is approved, then they can move to UK. But if it is not approved, they will be deported to their home country. But this is a great news to so many Africans who are risking their lives to search for greener pastures in the United Kingdom. I will play you this video.
We accept the Home Secretary's submission that the Rwandan government entered into the agreement in good faith. Nevertheless, asking ourselves whether there were substantial grounds for believing that a real risk of refoulement existed at the relevant time, we have concluded that there were. The changes needed to eliminate the risk of refoulement may be delivered in the future, but they have not been shown to be in place now. The Home Secretary's appeal is therefore dismissed.
The Supreme Court in Britain has rejected Prime Minister Rishi Sunak's plan to deport asylum seekers to Rwanda, the court calling the plan unlawful. Abby Kugathasan now outside the courthouse with those breaking details. Abby.
Good morning, Heather. A central pillar of Rishi Sunak's premiership has been knocked down by the Supreme Court. The 5 Supreme Court justices ruling that the Rwanda scheme is unlawful. Now, the UK policy looked to deport asylum seekers to Rwanda, where from there they could apply for refugee status, wait for their claims to be processed, and if rejected, they would be sent back to their country of origin. Now, the court saying that Rwanda is not a safe place for refugees. The UK government had previously said that this policy would help deter people from making that dangerous crossing across the English Channel. But human rights groups have repeatedly said that this is a cruel policy and that the UK was looking to sidestep its international obligations, including that obligation to the UN with the UN Convention as well. But again, this has been a central pillar of the Rishi Sunak government. He has now said that this was not the outcome that they had wanted, but they had been preparing for all eventualities. We should hear more details from him when he gives a news conference later today. But again, a massive part of his mandate, of the policies that he has been pushing, and this has been something that the Tory government, not just this one, but the last 3, I should say, under Johnson, under Truss, and under him, have been saying is central to their government. 18 months in the making. It's gone through 3 prime ministers, 4 home secretaries. But again, the Supreme Court ruling that this Rwanda policy is unlawful, Heather.
Thank you, Abby. Abby Kugathasan with the breaking news in London.